Good evening, all. The evolution of human has been an enigma throughout history. Some say that humans evolved from apes, while others say that we were created from a sentient being that looks down on us from the stars. Let's just take a look at this idea for a second. A sentient being looking at us from the stars kind of sound like aliens, right? But of course it isn't aliens, because that sentient being is the one and only God. God created the heavens, the earth, and all living things. In order to fully understand where humans come from, one must dig deep into the past. Christianity first began in the 1st century AD. In speech 2, it was proven how Christianity and Islam were similar. So in both books, the Bible and the Quran, it speaks of man being created by God. Christianity and Islamic similarities can be compared to the similarities of Greek and Roman mythology. Both of their stories and deities were nigh. Only thing is, they had different names. Since the topic is now of Greek and Roman mythologies, let's just talk about how they also had celestial beings, who is the king of all kings. His name is Zeus or Jupiter, though Prometheus is the one to create the humans. Now in the Bible, God says he goes by many names. Although not written in the Bible, could Prometheus be one of his many names? If so, then that just brings modern religions of Christianity and Islam closer to the past of Greek and Roman mythologies. Now it doesn't stop there. Greek and Roman mythology was derived from who was once thought to be the first civilization, the Egyptians. Egyptian mythology had their own set of deities. The one who ruled over those deities was Osiris, but later given to Horus after dying. As well, they were not the creation gods of humans. It was actually the god Khnum who has created humans from clay. Now, the reason for this explanation is to fully get a grasp that Christianity and Islam are derived from religions that are from the past. Before the Egyptians were the Sumerians, and their mythology consisted of a creator god named Enki. He created them from clay as well. The Sumerians are an archaic civilization who resided in Mesopotamia in the year 4000 BC. Sumer was proven to have existed before the Egyptians, which were documented to be the year 2868 BC. Being that they are the first civilization, they also created things that we use now, such as the wheel and the plow, earliest forms of mathematics, as well as the very first form of writing that predates hieroglyphics. It's called cuneiform. The Sumerians used the cuneiform to write and document their teachings and learnings. The Sumerians are also the first to have religion. They used cuneiform to document their religion. They also documented how they came to be, who created them, where did the creator come from, and how were they created. The cuneiform on the tablets described the creator to be a member of the celestial beings called the Anunnaki, and the one to create humans was none other than Enki. The Anunnaki are a reptilian living-like species of deities reportedly from a distant planet in our solar system called Nibiru. The Anunnaki are considered to be the strongest beings in the pantheon, and they ruled over an inferior race of deities called the Igigi. The Anunnaki enslaved the Igigi for 40 days, and after the 40th day, much like the story of the Olympian gods and the Titans in Greek and Roman mythology, the Igigi rebelled against the Anunnaki. Enki is an Anunnaki, and he awoke once from with a dream with an idea to create a new form of beings to be the new slaves. The beings are now called humans. Enki's half-brother Enlil, who is now the ruler over the Anunnaki, planted the seed of thought into Enki's mind while he was in slumber. Humans are made from clay and the blood of one of the gods named Kingu. Enlil was tired of the humans, and he decided to make a great flood. The same great flood that existed in the Bible, Quran, and the Greek and Roman mythologies. And Enki did not agree with it, so he told one of the humans to build an ark. The ark was to fit the man, his wife, and 2 mating pairs for each animal to populate afterwards. In return, Enlil was satisfied with what he saw and made them both immortal. Lastly, the religions between the year 4000 BC and the year 2018 all have correlations. This is not only to say that they are similar, but is also to say that no way that each religion having the same stories cannot be true. Each religion describes similar beings creating us. According to science, the man-ape theory would work if we hadn't evolved so quickly from apes. There is no scientific proof of a transitional period where we were adapting away from the ape species. There is no fossils that were found of a species that could be a transitional species. It is just man and apes having similar genetics. It took dogs 32,100 years to evolve from wolves, and yet they are still so similar to each other that they can mate with each other and have offspring. Humans have only been around for approximately 3,100,000 years, and apes for 4.5 million years. Paleontologists can find apes from millions of years ago, but cannot find any sign of adaptation between man and ape that is supposed to occur in more recent times than that. Those who believe in God believe that He created humans, yet we predates the story of God as the Anunnaki, and they have similar stories. So maybe God belongs to those from above. As well, our intelligence is a conundrum that cannot be explained through evolution of apes, though it can be explained if a superior being implanted knowledge to the first man. In conclusion, the creation of man was not through a matter of evolution, but it was through a great being. This being understood what he was doing when making us. The Anunnaki being the first to document us giving life on Earth is the one to be the creators of life. Now, these are not aliens, but they are celestial beings. Celestial is usually associated with the stars, which are in space. The beings are from a planet which watches over us. We are proven to be from those beings because the ancient texts prove to tell the same of which now is taught. Natural selection and Darwinism does not describe the creation of man through concrete evidence, being that the missing link between man and ape has not been found. Simply indicates that we should look into the creation of man from a different source, the books and writings of the ancients, and a religion that is often overlooked.